Welcome to another episode of The Great Mistake. My name is Graham Rogers. And with me, as always, is our world-class, mainly unlicensed and untherapeutic band leader, Mr. Gerard Bauer. And he's wearing a hat and he has a beard today, so he's very, very special. Another special person in the room.
Ooh.
Dang, and you know, he came all the way from probably Hollywood. I'm West Hollywood, dude, where we ho, dude. And you know, he got out of the car and told me that his cat was doing doo-doo.
My cat drug doo-doo in my bed.
And then, you know, but that's kind of a life thing, you know. There's always track marks of doo-doo here on my floor.
Just tell everybody who it is first.
Oh shit, dude! I just got so excited about cat doo-doo that I forgot to introduce Mr. Craig Conant.
Ooh.
Damn. Do you like hearing your name like out loud?
I don't think I've ever been asked that question before.
Yeah, it's a deep one, bro.
Yeah, I guess.
Craig, yeah, it's a what is it called, an onomatopoeia when it's two consecutive Craig Conant? Alliteration, yeah.
What's
yeah.
onomatopoeia?
That's something that sounds like the word, like boom.
Oh, and it's a sex position also, the onomatopoeia. Mm-hmm. Thanks for coming down on. It's kind of overcast outside, but I feel like you do good in overcast when it's overcast outside because you have
like
a lot of hoodies.
Armageddon driving down here.
Dude, it kind of made me sad. It kind of made me think about being an astronaut almost.
I was already sad.
Why were you sad on the way down here?
Just life bullshit. The maintenance I keep talking about. I don't like I like to be like, okay, I organized that, I'm done. But then like 2 weeks later, you got to organize your shit again. It's like, I already did that. I don't want to clean again. I don't want to take another shower. I have to eat again. Like, come on.
3 times a day.
What the fuck?
And snicky snackies in between. You can't forget about snicky snackies.
But you blessed me with them Reese's and Snickers and cookies, and it brought me back to life because I was just ready to just drive off the freeway, you know?
Dude, you were ready. When I first saw you, you looked kind of like a roly-poly, and you were kind of ready to kind of roll back into the pulley and maybe go down into earth.
Yeah.
You know, that's kind of what I was
ready to check out.
Yeah.
Well, because I had like a day plan. I was like, maybe I'll go to the beach. Maybe I'll visit friends, old friends, non-comics. I was going to hit them up. And then my cat drug doo-doo on my bed, and I was like, oh, fuck. Looks like I'm going to the laundromat to clean shit up, literally.
New assignment today.
And I was just like, and then I was just at the laundromat, and it's on my Insta story today, but there was like, the whole row was empty. The whole row was empty. There's like 12 empty washers. I choose 2 in the middle. And then this dude chooses the 2 next to me.
Yeah, because you're handsome,
and then this
dude.
other
He wants to
guy
be
chooses the other one on the other side of me. And I was like, every single one is open. Not I was just like,
But
get
dude,
away from
Do you
me.
feel the same way in a urinal situation? You want that to be the same way?
I actually gave that analogy. I was like, I even said like, I'm fucking, I said I'm proud of my penis. I don't give a fuck, but like, I'm not like no, like that's why I said that. Like, move down. Little dick energy, you know, like go over there.
Yeah.
But it's like, hey, if every urinal is open, put one in between us. There's no need to be next to each other.
But that's kind of sweet, and it's kind of like a friend move to be like, "What up, Craig?
That's like,
I'm getting
dude,
right next to you."
One seat in between, no homo.
Oh, come on, dude.
One seat, dude.
Let's bump shoulders, dude.
Piss,
Let's
bro.
bump shoulders.
I don't want to like hit the wall and splash your leg or vice versa.
Dude, I'm entering the fucking the drop zone. But like something kind of fun about being shoulder to shoulder and like laughing and giggling.
If you're drunk or if you like dick.
No, dead sober and
I'm not
and
drunk
straight.
and I don't like dick, so I'm good, bro. Space it out.
What about like if someone needs to tell you a secret, then that right there is pretty important to be close with someone.
The secret can wait.
Well, that's a good place to tell secrets because the piss will block any like.
All right, so that's the one loophole. If the secret's being
classified,
told, I'll take it. But that's the only time.
There was one time I needed to tell you a secret, and you made me take space between the urinal, and I wouldn't. I
don't recall this day.
Oh, it was a day. It was really important, and I remember I had to. It was very urgent, and I got right next to you on a urinal. We were at the Hollywood Improv, and you go, hey, fucking buddy. fucking move over one.
And then you pissed on the door because there's only 2 urinals.
I did, dude. And then a little in the sink.
You're like, I work here. Did you get fired?
No, I quit.
Okay.
Yeah, on good terms.
Okay.
Yeah. I got out when I was starting to hate being in the showroom for 8 hours a night.
Ooh.
Yeah. And I never wanted to get to a point where I ever resented stand-up or comedy, and I felt like because you're in the showroom for so long every night, I was getting to that point. And I was seeing the same acts every night.
What is it about it that bothered you?
You're watching it, not doing it.
Yes, exactly.
So it's like watching somebody have sex with your girlfriend or wife.
That's way different.
Yeah, Jesus, Gerard.
You guys didn't get hard when that was happening then, I'm assuming. Okay.
So we're always hard.
Dude, fucking...
Boner alert.
Dude, lead pipe, bro. Just not in the water supply in Michigan. So yeah, that was kind of at that point, and yeah, like I would see comics that I liked, and I'd be like, "Fuck, this guy's going up again." Fuck. And it was for some comics that I didn't like. What I would do is I would take the Kaepernick knee. You know how Colin Kaepernick takes the knee in protest of the political situation in the United States. I would take one for I'll take a knee for comedy when I saw certain comedians go up. Or, dude, if you need a fucking musical, like a musical cue for your finisher every time, dude, I'm taking the Kaepernick knee. You know, like if you need that, like I'm sorry, like not saying there's not a little talent that goes behind it, but I'm a traditionalist, big dog. You know,
it is gimmicky or tricks or you know, I mean, it does kill. I mean, there's a reason people do it. It murders. It just crushes. It's just like go in the beginning or the end because it's not fair to other people just standing there telling jokes because music is different and it hits you can do things with music that no one can do with just a microphone.
I mean, think about even this conversation is like that much sexier because music. You know, I mean, dude, I just saw your eyebrow raise. That doesn't just happen when there's no music playing.
Dude, let's get
fucked up, dude. Let's get some Vicodin pills.
What song was it, real quick?
Let's get Oxycontin. Fuck that Vicodin bullshit. I'm fucking relapsing, bro. 6 years sober down
I'm
the drain.
trying to distract from the relapse.
Let's smoke some Oxy,
the song.
bro.
Remember the song that you hated.
Oh, but now there's one part of my brain, this song, and the other part's thinking I want a fat rail of that white lady and a shot of bam, and then I'm talking to Craig and Gerard. I'm coming up with ideas, dude. I'm talking about Bitcoin.
Oh, what?
Bitcoin. He's got some Bitcoin bits.
I would always
get that
high.
Bitcoin energy.
I would love getting high and talking about like Bitcoins. I was an expert on Bitcoin when I did cocaine, dude.
I would like to disagree that you were an expert.
Oh, bro. Give me a line. I'll teach you all about it right now.
No, thank you. Dude. I don't want to do coke, and I don't want to hear about Bitcoin. But if you had coke. Some black tar heroin, now we're talking. And you could tell me all you want. I'd just be over here scratching my nutsack.
Oh, just like a furry little squirrel.
I got a squirrel for a nutsack. Hey, ladies, I got a squirrel cock. What's up?
Just burrows in a tree every once in a while, dude, and you can fetch a
This is the weirdest podcast I've ever done. I think you guys gave me acid. Did you guys put acid in those cookies?
Well, I mean, I do work at Guido Cafe, and my boss is he's Swedish, so Swedish people love Guido, yeah, Guido Cafe.
Where's that at?
This is in Hollywood, dude. It's one of those things, just like your cat scratching his bum, dude. You know, when I'm at my day job, I'm just not a good person, Craig. I want to die. I want to kill everyone around me, and I try to be present and keep in context that it is what it is. But sometimes I'm just such a big old bum there.
I haven't had a day job in over a year, and
that's insanity. And also, congratulations, dude. Do you think you could have a day job now, not having a day job in a year and a half?
No.
You would last maybe 2 days at a
I am
coffee.
officially...
You're done, so.
I'm done, dude. I'm already...
What was the last one you had? Your last day job?
Trader Joe's.
Wow, yeah, that sounds painful.
For 11 years.
Oh. That's dedication, though. It's discipline.
No, it just paid the bills.
How many days a week did you work there?
5 days a week, homie.
Do you remember the day that you were like, okay, I'm not doing the day job route anymore?
Yeah, I got fired, fool. You know the story.
I know the story, but I didn't know if after you got fired, you were like, okay, I'll have to find another one, or were you set in your mind?
After I got fired, that anxiety was crippling. So they denied me unemployment. So I had no job, no unemployment. I was like, oh,
how they deny you unemployment? I mean, you've been at the
I
company
don't know
for
who
11
was the
years.
asshole, but somebody was the fucking asshole.
Oh.
Like the phone interview with the unemployment agent. I farted on my manager. And I filmed it, and she's asking me like, what was the reasons you terminated, and then I didn't know how to say it, I was like, yeah, they just got sick of me. She's like, well, what was the final, and I was like, just farting on my manager, and she's like, what? I was like, yeah. And then I was like, oh, fuck. I just said fart on my manager. I was like, I better sound a little bit smarter right here. And I was like, yeah, like flatulence, And she starts laughing.
I flatulated on her.
Yeah.
On my employer, I took a flatulence.
And then she just said, thank you. That's all I needed. And hung up. And I didn't get it. And
That's the last you heard of her.
Fuck. But then Kevin Fard, Kevin Fard.
Oh, yeah, he's a lawyer.
Lawyer comic.
Yeah.
We fought that shit. And we won, but it... court, it takes forever. So it took 3 months for me to get my money. So I was just in limbo for 3 months and not knowing. But then a beautiful, horrible thing happened. I ended up starting to get a lot of work from stand-up, making money from stand-up. So then the unemployment kept getting less and less because you have to report it.
Yes.
And then
they'll get you if you
I was
don't report
getting weekly checks of $12. I'm like,
that's the worst.
It's like, fuck.
You're like, I can't even cash this.
But if it was just cash gigs, I would get paid. But then I started working at Laugh Factory and the Improv more.
And they give you
And Michael Yo started taking me on the road. So I started having to report all this income. And then it got to the point to where I just was getting so I still have I don't know, $1,200, $1,500 in unemployment. But when you make money, you don't get it.
Yeah.
So it's just there.
Do you? Looking back, do you see that as a blessing? In
yeah,
disguise?
It's cool as fuck. I wish in a perfect world I could have gotten all of it.
Yeah,
and
one lump settlement.
Just had under the table a stand up. But like I said, it was a beautiful problem. I was like, well, I'm making too much from stand up.
That's a beautiful problem.
That's why I can't touch my unemployment.
And flatulence.
And.
I remember the last time I was in court, dude. I was in college and I was protesting. I'd gotten a public drunk in my own car. I was on the passenger seat. My friend got a DUI. I would always let my friends drive my cars drunk because I was, I'm a good.
How do you get a public drunk in a car?
Listen to this. So we get pulled over.
Man, fuck pigs. Fuck you, police. You piece of shit. You never got drunk. You never passed out in the car. He ain't driving. Fuck you.
I'm in the passenger seat fucking playing Drake, okay? So, anyway.
Well, actually, he deserves it. Should have been Tupac, you fucking bitch.
Well, dude, this was in college, so...
He wasn't quite woke yet.
I wasn't quite woke. So we're on the way back to my house. My buddy Andrew's driving my car. He gets pulled over for a DUI. I'm a journalism student, okay? I'm not fucking...
Oh, yeah. You know your rights.
Yeah, I know my rights, and I know also that I can legally film an arrest that's taking place. So I pull up my phone, and I record him getting his DUI test through the side view mirror. And this butch dyke officer named Linda, came up, snatched my phone out of my hand, unbuckled me, took me out of my own car, and arrested me, threw me in jail for the night. And I was like, this is bullshit, but I was being very polite. So I talked to the lawyer, and I was like, I can't really pay you to defend me. What should I do? And he goes, you got to suck up your own pride, and you got to write her a note. So, little old G got pen and paper together and wrote her a love story, dude. And I was just like, hey, I'm a college student. I'm working hard. I know your job's really hard. I'm sorry I made it more difficult. Bam. I show up to court. The person who was in front of me, she was in jail or was protesting her freedom because she shoved a Snicker bar down her boyfriend's gas tank because he cheated on her, and this was her way to make sure he couldn't leave the house again.
You could just break up with him.
Why does she want him to stay? That's
Oh, dude, this is Mississippi. That's what happens, dude.
Life, they're for life, yeah.
And then I get up there and I'm in a suit and tie. I just
looking clean.
Looking clean. Maybe I shaved. Maybe I didn't. Maybe I just took a poop. Maybe I just didn't.
A little cologne.
Maybe a spritz of Axe.
A little Axe body spray.
Shh.
Cool citrus.
And I go up and I tell my story. And the officer is there. And she gets up on the stand. She goes, Mr. Rogers, I really appreciated that note. I'm not going to pursue any further legal action towards you. Good day.
And then you said, fuck the police.
I said, fuck the police. Yeah.
Sounds like a Princess Bride soundtrack right there. Inconceivable.
Graham is triumphant. Then that began your legal training, right?
Yes. You have a little bit of legal training.
Yeah, I've been arrested a bunch.
What?
I fucking hate the cops I understand that you have an extremely hard job, and I do respect that. And when there are good cops that do good shit and they stop crimes and they save lives and they do dope shit. But then there's bullshit story. I ran with a lot of knuckleheads, stoners, drug addicts, drunks, all that shit. And I've heard a million stories of like homies trying to do the right thing. Like, oh, I'm shit-faced. I don't want to drive drunk. I'm going to pass out in my back seat and still get fucked with and still get a DUI. And that's when I'm like, fuck you, pig.
That's
you're a piece
up.
of shit. This guy is literally trying to do the right thing.
He's in the back seat of his car.
He's in the back seat, and because the keys are in the vehicle, not in the ignition. They own.
No way.
I forgot the exact law, but as long as the keys are like in the vehicle, I think they're in his pocket.
Yeah, probably.
It still like counts as a DUI. It baffles.
That's asinine, dude.
And it's like you could be trying to do the right thing and get harassed. Now, I know there's a lot of good cops out there doing dope shit, stopping murders and robberies and
rapists and people
and
jumping out of bushes.
That, of course, good job. You're a fucking hero. But when you're just harassing people and pulling them over and DUI checkpoints and fishing for other shit, it's just a money-making scheme. And it's all it is. It's just how much money. And then there's judges getting found guilty for making. You heard about that one judge that because prisons are now profitable and privately owned.
For-profit prisons.
For-profit prisons.
My dad was in one of those.
So this prison was like, hey, judge, here's some money. Sentence everybody to our prison. We make money, So this judge was found guilty for sentencing innocent juveniles to this prison and getting kickbacks, and he ended up going to jail. But it's like, yo, it's just the American scam. It's just a scam.
It truly infuriates me, and having my dad was in a for-profit prison, and I went to visit him, and I would meet his friends in there, and the things they were in jail for were all absolutely asinine, for asinine reasons. There was one guy who I met who was like a respected doctor up in the Northeast, like in the Boston area, and he was a pain management doctor. And one of his, when you're a doctor in that position, you have to use your best judgment when you're prescribing pain medications. And he had a client that had surgery and who had severe back pain issues. This guy in turn gets a script from this doctor and sells them on the street. The street dealer gets busted. He rats on the guy who got the prescription, and then that guy then rats on the doctor who prescribed him the opiates. And then he, not only did he get found guilty of overprescribing opiates, he got his MD, his license revoked, and is now serving 15 years in a for-profit prison.
Ugh.
You know, the companies have gotten away with all that shit. Cause they're the ones who are sending it all.
That's always the insane part. Like, the judge goes to jail. Yes, the judge is a piece of shit. But what about the guys that approach him with bags of money?
Yeah.
Because that judge wouldn't have done that. It's like you're going for Pablo Escobar's henchmen. Mm-hmm. It's like you getting the fucking lieutenants. Go for the general, you know?
Yeah, but the generals, I think people just feel like they're just so out of touch. They just can't. They're just so protected.
Yeah, of course.
How much would it take for you to be bribed to do something that you didn't want to do?
As a comedian,
like,
hey, you have to stop telling that joke because there's people who have power and they don't like it.
Here's a check. How much would it cost for me to silence you on your Trader Joe's?
Not much.
I'm from Trader Joe's.
Not much.
Okay, what about your best bit? Your best bit you have, the one that you love, that you've been working on, that like is your closer. Craig, we don't like that. You know, this is ExxonMobil, dude, and you know, there's a lot of people upset. Here's a check. We need you to stop.
That's the thing.
Give me a number.
We always think we're gonna be a revolutionary and you know, but the fact of the matter is, do you want, you know, Plomo or Plata, baby? Do you want bags of money, or do you want us to ruin your life and sabotage you? Because that's what happens.
Yeah.
I'll just take the money. I ain't trying to die, or at least get like caught up in whatever they can do, you know?
Yeah, you ain't trying to have a horse's head in your P.O. box anytime soon.
Yeah.
Or like a bunny claw.
It's all dirty. A scam.
Like, have you ever gotten involved in a scam on like a personal level? Like someone scammed you?
Yeah. This girl video chat me Facebook Messenger, and she's like, hey, I'll show you my titties if you show me your dick.
Fair.
And I was driving to my sister's house, and I was like, all right, you know? But then she's like, you show me, and I'm driving, and I'm like, nah, like you first, ladies first. I was very scared because the whole Me Too movement, and I was like, nah, like you first. I don't want to get caught up. And then she flashes me, and I just see titties. It's fucking nice, you know. And
nice,
this is good. And then she's like, all right, your turn. And I'm a man of my word, so I was like, all right. But I'm trying to do dick pic while I'm driving. And it's not easy, you know. So
to your sister's house also.
Yeah, my sister just had a brand new kid, so I was going to visit her and her baby. And then I get to my sister's house, and I do it, but I do the upward angle, it's bigger angle, you know. But my face was in it, and then she screenshots it and she sends it to me, and it's Facebook Messenger, so it's connected to Facebook. Oh. And then and I of course connected all my family, so she lists my mom, my dad, my sisters, my cousins. Trader Joe's. I was employed there at this time, and she lists like every connection, and she sends a link to a bank account, and she goes, send money to this bank account. Ooh. Or everybody in your life is getting your dick pic. And I was I swear, God. Yeah, I was like, oh fuck, you know. And then I just sat in my car for a minute because I was parked outside my sister's house, you know, and I just was in my head going like, what the fuck am I gonna do? And then I just sent the message, do what you gotta do.
Nice. Oh yeah, that's the way to do it, man.
Nice, you're not getting my Trader Joe's money out of me, bitch.
I don't care about how nice your titties be.
Yeah, the whole big punchline is like it's all the truth too. It's like immediately after this happened, I had to walk into my sister's house, you know, and I'm walking in like, hey, and
there's like a new baby.
You
wouldn't
believe just happened out there. No, but like I was, yeah. That's the whole bit. I was like, hey, Nicole, congrats on your baby.
You guys look at Facebook lately?
Did you just get a dick pic of me?
Am I shit-eating grin?
Yeah, and then the whole punchline is, if you did get the dick pic, did you notice that I'm wearing the exact same outfit that I'm wearing right now? And if you notice that, did you notice I'm parked in your driveway? And thank God I didn't pay the money and they did not send it. And then I tell this story on stage because it's just true and it's funny and it happened. And then I don't know whether they're targeting comedians or what, but then a comic came up to me and he's like, yo, fool, is a Mexican. And he's like, they got me too, bro. I was like, damn. He paid the money. He paid $500.
No.
And they sent that shit.
No, he paid it.
I know, and then I say that on stage, and I go, "Yeah, what a loser," you know. But I cannot believe that he paid the money and they sent it.
Yeah,
and dude, like, I'm not even kidding. I'm not even making this up. He lost his girl. They sent it to his family, his girl. He lost his girl. He's old school Mexican, so like his family, you know, this. Dude, that he was ostracized by his family. Like he was looked at like it was bad.
No
like
more
my family.
quesadillas.
Like honest to God, if they send it to my family, be like, yeah, that's Philip. That's my middle name. And like, yeah, that makes sense. But this fool, it like ruined his life.
He was an outstanding member of his family.
He lost his girl, and his old school Mexican conservative family like wasn't having him for a while. It was very awkward. He said, and I was like, damn, dude,
that's crazy.
Tough break.
Dang.
Yeah, don't send dick pics just to a stranger, I think is the lesson.
As a kid, I was nowhere in good shape. I was a husky and had a big red fro, and like I was never good with girls and stuff. And when I was in kindergarten, first grade-ish, this guy named Moreau Level started this rumor that I had a freckly butt, and it got around through the whole school, and people wouldn't sit with me at lunch.
It's weird how that ridiculous thing that we laugh at now, but when you're 12 years old or in high school, is like life ending. Like you will check out of this planet.
Dude, I remember going into my mom's makeup drawer and putting her blemish remover over my butt freckles. Dude, that's how fucking psychologically damaging that was. And
later in life, you're like, who cares? Nobody cares. And in fact, some people are into that and love it, you know?
I'm doing fine.
Like the girls, yeah, but like girls in high school that were freckly, like, I don't know this, but like for the most part, I want to say that was unpopular. And now I'm so into freckle girls. Like, I think it's so hot.
Yeah.
Dude, freckle face is fucking sexy.
Thanks, bro. I appreciate that.
Yeah, but with titties, man. I don't know about that.
Freckly titties.
I fucking loved it. Several of my ex-girlfriends were all freckled out, and I fucking loved it. Freckle redhead is so hot. It's so weird how in childhood a freckly redhead is can be tortured, and later in life you are like a rare delicatessen that everybody wants. What the fuck is wrong with our world?
Like a piece of pastrami, dude.
I wouldn't use that as an analogy.
Like a very rare piece of pastrami.
Like a nice piece of rye bread.
Get that in a few places.
Dude, you know the weirdest thing that happened? Well, not weirdest. That's not the weirdest thing, but I once hooked up with a girl named Graham who had red hair and freckles. And the whole time when we were hooking up, we were like, this is weird. And she's like, this is weird. It was kind of hot, though, you know?
It's because we fetishize those things, and they're scary as a kid. But when you get older, they're like this forbidden fruit almost.
Oh, she was forbidden, dude.
Yeah. It's just
she
like
looked like
me. You'd be really ashamed if you shit your pants, right, when you were a kid? But now there's people who
that's all I talk about, and it's funny as fuck. I just shit my pants. It's so weird. It's so true. Or like being seen at the grocery store with your mom when you're like 12 by other kids. That's norm. Everybody has moms. Everybody goes shopping with their mom. Like, why was that such a thing? What is wrong? It's so weird how like you're like, but it's like
everyone has one.
Everyone has one. Everyone goes grocery shopping. What's the big fucking deal? Like, oh no, you're getting bread and sandwich meat. It's what the fuck you do.
and then you walk like 12 feet in front of her and pretend that she's not there. And it's like, dude, we can still see your mom right behind you.
She
picking
looks
out
exactly
pudding packs.
like you.
Insane. I don't understand that.
When you were a kid, like, were you? I mean, I know a little bit about like your past, but were you rebellious, or were you like, even when you were using, were you still like nice?
I always was a knucklehead. Always in trouble. Always had fireworks. Well, my dad kind of groomed me that way. He straight up gave me fireworks to sell in grammar school.
Wow.
I was selling firecrackers in like 3rd, 4th grade
For like a nickel a pop, like
50 cents a pack. But I was a cool kid, you know.
You were a cool kid.
'Cause I have firecrackers at a young age, dude. Who the fuck's not gonna love that kid?
Do you think you would upsell to a guy like me who had a freckly butt and was a little bit?
It's $2 for you.
All day, bitch.
Can we try real fast? Like, as a kid, can I buy fireworks from you?
Yeah.
Okay, we're 3rd graders. Hey man, I heard you got some firecrackers.
Yeah, for you,
Yeah.
Double.
Why?
Because of your freckle butt, bitch.
No, that's not true. He just made that up. It's not
I
true.
hear there's Maybelline on your ass.
Hey, freckly butt!
Oh, Roche. Listen, I gotta make a point. No one likes me, and I think if I have some fireworks, but I only have $2. Please,
I'll give you 1 bottle rocket.
for $2.
Yeah.
Come on, I have a lot to prove. I need a little bit more than 1 bottle.
All right, 2 bottle rockets.
$2.
Get out of my way, freckle face.
Okay.
Hey, freckle puss.
Hey, freckly butt! All the fireworks aren't gonna make you cool.
He's got freckles on his dick.
Oh, freckly dick!
Hey, dick.
No.
Dick face.
Dude, old ladies used to say, they'd come up to me after church and they'd say, every freckle you have is a kiss from an angel. And I'd be like, what about these dick freckles?
Woo.
Angels coming in, Gabriel coming in.
Gabriel.
Kissing that little boyish fucking trauma stick, you know?
Leaving little freckles behind.
Tweaking berries.
So you were slinging fireworks at a young age. Were you ever involved in playing dice?
No, but I sold porn in 2nd grade. And,
That's way too young. What kind of
or hooker flyers, sorry.
That is hilarious.
Hooker flyers from the Las Vegas floor.
That is
I was
amazing.
selling them to my friends.
It's entrepreneur, man.
Wait, how did you get them from Vegas?
My dad loves Vegas, so we would go 2 to 4 times a year since before I was born. I was in my mama's womb. I've been 2-3 times. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So I just grew up going there a lot, and they got hooker flyers everywhere, and I just collect them. And I'd take them to school, and I'd be like, hey, look what I got, motherfuckers.
Yeah.
I got some titties.
But you show them with a little like black sleeve across. You know, the whole thing, dude. It's gonna cost you.
Yeah, kids pay for titties.
Dude. I remember one time I got caught because we had one computer at the house, and my dumb ass was trying to cop some internet porn at like dinner time. And that's a risky time to close the computer. Like there's only one room in the house that has a computer. Everyone's home, and I go in there, fucking half mast and lock the door, and I'm starting to crank. I'm like midway through. My mom knocks on it, and I'm like, Mom, I'm talking to Jen Claire Henderson. Stop. And then I remember the computer at that moment froze. It froze on like mid, because like back then it was always so
dial-up,
it was dial-up, and it was always so glitchy. I remember I couldn't, the computer wouldn't turn off. I just had to unplug the computer and hope for the best. And then when they turned it back on, it went right back to that screen.
Popped up.
And I had a very, very uncomfortable conversation with them after that.
I am very lucky that I am older. I'm 35, so we didn't have internet porn. I mean, it existed, but like first of all, I'm not a technology guy and tech savvy, and I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. Mm-hmm. And I remember trying to look up internet porn at my dad's house, and it just was so like it took an hour to get a titty, like, because I'm 30. I'm 5 years older than you, so it's 5 years worse.
And technology happens quickly.
Yeah, and so I never really reaped the benefits of internet porn until it was like later, and I'm an adult, and it didn't matter anymore, and I had my own computer. But I remember I had VHS porn, and then DVDs came out, and then I had DVD porn, but I didn't have a DVD player, but my sister had one of those portable DVD players. So I'd borrow it to jack off, and I remember I had like ass angels and anal vixens in there, and I used it, and I gave it back, and then I just hear like later like, fill up, you're fucking disgusting. So I left the DVD in there, the classic rookie move. Like, oh, I was like, oh fuck.
You can't even deny it.
I was like, no, it's not me. It was me.
I found ass angels. That's the best name ever for porn, ass angels.
Yeah, it's bad when you get caught, but then when you have to explain the particular type of porn you're looking at.
Yeah, anal vixens. Oh, that was a good one.
Luckily, that's uncomfortable for everybody, not just you.
See, I never had the balls as a kid to go to the actual, because in Mississippi, it would like go into a porn store. There was like one, and it
Mississippi porn star. Oh, sounds pretty bad.
And they're always like in a weird place. Well, there's only one. It was in Rankin County, which is in the middle of fucking nowhere, and it was off the
always off the highway.
Always off the highway.
For the truckers.
Yeah, for the truckers. But no, I never. No one I knew would had like DVDs or VHSs. I guess we would like look them up on the, like what we would do is we would get Abercrombie, and because Abercrombie and Fitch used to have like risque pictures back in the day, and their modeling catalogs. And that's what we would jerk off to a lot.
Yeah, I always had access to porn because of Vegas and my dad, and also a lot of my family was into illegal activities, so this isn't that illegal, but we'd always have the black box. Remember cable boxes?
Yeah.
They would call black boxes back then, and they had the Spice Channel and shit.
What's the Spice Channel?
And Playboy Channel. It's old school porn channels.
Oh.
But
so
like now it's the equivalent of pay-per-view, but this is pre-pay-per-view. It was just a channel.
Oh,
it was 96 in torrents. So whenever he would leave, I'd just pop in the VHS and hit record. And the first porno I ever recorded was Ebony. It was, I forgot what it was called, but it was Mr. Marcus in India. So now I am at an impressionable age, and I always loved black girls. I still do. But like, you know, when you're little, I'm in torrents, it's all white and Asian, you know? And when you're a kid, not that my friends were racist, but it's like, oh, Craig likes black girls, you know, just because we're different, you know?
And you're like, yeah, what of it?
I was like, yeah, I fucking love them. And like, have you seen Mr. Marcus tax that ass? And anyways, I guess that sounds weird and racist, but
doesn't sound racist.
Not for me, like but my girls. Friends. But my first porno was black porn, and it was awesome.
Well, Craig, dude, thanks. Thank you so much for coming on. I really enjoyed talking to you, my friend.
Thanks for having me, man.
Yeah.
It's a pleasure.
It was really, really great. If do you have anything before we end that you wanna plug? Anything? What's going on with you?
Just me, baby. Craig P. Conant on all social medias.
Love
Craig Conant. You're gonna tag me in this shit, right?
Absolutely, dude.
Yeah, just click the tag.
Perfect. Click that tag. And once again, if leave a comment, rate the podcast, share it with your friends, share it with a stepsister or a stepbrother. You can check me out at Gramdoff, and we'll post Craig's episode, and we'll have some funny animated clips with that. And that's it. Gerard, you want to lead us out in some fucking sexy ass shit?
Yeah, well, good night, everybody. And if you have any questions for Graham, hit him up.
Hit me up on
If you have questions for me, I am a guru, so I can help anything.
If you have questions for Craig, dude,
click the link.
Slide in there. Thank you, Craig.
Thank you for having me in this beautiful studio. It's fucking pimp.